Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tolu Seyi-Daniel. If it's your first time here, you're absolutely welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a video about my labor and delivery experience in Nigeria versus abroad. So I'm going to be sharing those two experiences with you guys, so definitely stay tuned. Okay guys, so I had a little background knowledge. I had my first son, Jason, in Nigeria in 2016, and I just had my daughter this year, a couple of months back. And trust me, the experiences are totally different. Like, they are nothing compared to one another at all, not in any way. From the pregnancy to the whole experience during pregnancy and the labor and delivery experience, it was nothing compared to one another. Like, the disparity is this wide. In fact, it's probably wider than this. But anyway, I'm going to be sharing all that in this video. So first things first, I'm going to talk about the pregnancy experience. So back in Nigeria, when I discovered I was pregnant, I went to the hospital, had like a test done. Apart from the test I did at home with the home test kit and all that, and I was registered for antenatal after like they saw that I was actually pregnant. And then I started like going for antenatal, which is like a general antenatal. There was nothing really specific to me or like based on my own personal records or like that. It was like a general one, so it's like a general class. But here it's totally different. Like, what we do here is you register with a particular OBGYN. So when you get pregnant, you go to the hospital, they actually give you like a list of OBGYNs that are taking patients. So you take that list and then you go home and decide to call all the doctors and find out the ones that are taking new patients and the ones that are not taking new patients. So that was what I did. I finally found an OBGYN that was taking new patients, and thankfully she was a woman. Back home in Nigeria, it was a general class. We always go there, we meet different people every day. But this time around, abroad, I was meeting just one person, and she was attending to me from the beginning of my pregnancy up until the end of my pregnancy, which was absolutely amazing because I didn't always have to explain things every time. She already has my record. When I went to register, my record is already there. They took everything, my previous pregnancy, everything I experienced during my previous pregnancy was on record. So it's not like we're going to bring one file or anything like that. They have like a synchronized system whereby everything in your record, anywhere you go to, they can see your record, which is absolutely great. In Nigeria, they'll tell you to bring your card, what is your file number, and all of that. Nothing like that here. Here I had like a card, which is like an ATM card, something like that, and that card had all my details, and it also had my husband's number and my due date. So in case I fell into labor anywhere, they'll know what to do and where to take me to and all of that, which is absolutely amazing. So that aside, with the pregnancy stage, I was seeing the OBGYN up until labor and delivery. So to labor and delivery, to not waste much of your time, to labor and delivery, guys, I remember my labor and delivery experience in Nigeria. The two of them are quite similar because in 2016 my labor and delivery experience was this. I had gone for my normal antenatal, which used to be on Thursday. I think it was it yeah, it used to be on Thursday as well. So I went, and oh my god, both of them were actually Thursdays. Okay, first of all, my daughter's one was Wednesdays, and then after like a public holiday or something like that, it now changed to Thursdays. Thankfully, I had both of them on Fridays. How cool is that? So back to what I was saying. So in Nigeria, I went for my antenatal on Thursday, and the doctor checked me and everything. I made some complaints about having itches on my body and everything like that, and so he asked me to do like a check or something like that they do to check if your cervix is dilating and stuff like that. And then when he saw that I was already like 2 centimeters dilated, he asked me to go from the maternity center to the hospital where I stayed till I went into active labor and all of that stuff. But here it was also like similar. I went for my usual antenatal and everything, and then when my doctor checked me, she saw that I was like 2 centimeters dilated, which here is nothing until you are in active labor before they actually say you're in active labor and they actually take you in the hospital. So but when I explained like the situation I was going through, which I went through in my first pregnancy as well, was that I was having itches on my body, which is something like a condition they call cholestasis that happens towards the end of pregnancy most times to most women, and it could cause different things to the child. It could, sorry guys, I had to go check on something. Okay, so as I was saying, so cholestasis is like a condition where your body starts itching, and they said it's something has to do with the liver, like not creating enough, I don't know, something like that about bile in the system or whatever it is like that. So they did a test and they saw like some traces of cholestasis, which means that I had cholestasis issue. So my doctor was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and induce you and everything like that. So I was already 2 centimeters dilated, so inducing was like cool because I was already dilated and my cervix was already open, the baby's head was engaged, everything was at that stage. So we went on with that. I called my husband from work and he came because I had even gone with Jason. I went for my antenatal with Jason, so you can imagine the whole stress. So my husband came to the hospital and then he went to get all this stuff from the house and then brought food and everything and came back to the hospital. So we're there going through active labor and everything like that. And when I first got to the hospital, like to the room where I was supposed to give birth, when I looked around, I was like, oh my god. Like where I gave birth in Nigeria, you guys, where I gave birth in Nigeria, not like I'm trying to disrespect like the hospital or the medical system in Nigeria, but you guys, like the medical system in Nigeria has a whole long way to go, like a whole long way. When I was in labor in Nigeria, there was no machine or whatever it is or mechanism to check my contractions. So when I'm contracting, the nurses just say, are you contracting? They just ask questions. But here, they were checking my contractions, they were checking my blood pressure. Like I did series of tests after I got into the delivery room, or yeah, to the delivery room. I did a series of tests. I did a series of other things that they had done before, but they had to do it again just to be sure. In Nigeria, nothing like that. It's only what they see in your file, in that paper that they always carry up and down that they use. So like everything was so organized, like super organized. They were checking my contractions, they were checking my blood pressure. So I couldn't even lie that, I'm having contraction, oh, I want to push. Nothing like that, because everything was showing on that screen that was beside. I'm going to insert a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So everything was there, so they were seeing it. And then there was a bell for me to ring to call the doctor or to call like a nurse in case I was having any emergency and stuff like that. There was also like a very big armchair for my husband to sit all through the period. He could stretch his legs. In Nigeria, they didn't even allow my husband to enter. Can you believe that they didn't allow my husband to enter when I was in the delivery room? The best he could get to was when I was in the hospital bed, like in the normal hospital bed where I was still in labor and screaming my head off and everything like that. And my husband hates hospital, so he wasn't even in the room then. He was just somewhere in the hospital but praying for me, and his mom and my mom were there massaging my back, my head, my leg, everything like that. This time around I was on my own but my husband was there anyway this time, and he saw everything, and I passed through the first time that he did not see. So everything was like super organized. The whole machines were checking this and that. The nurses were coming at intervals to check me. In Nigeria, I was having to beg these nurses to come. And the whole attitude I was getting, Jesus Christ, like they were giving me so much attitude. I was like, is this how you guys treat people? At some point I was even angry, like I was really upset. My mom was just like, I should calm down. I was like, why will you treat people like this? I'm in labor and nobody's even coming to check on me. This, that, 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 that. They'll be like, are you the first person? Kilo Shele, what is wrong with this one? Now you go first born and all of that. But here, they were checking me every single, like at intervals, they were coming, are you okay? Are you feeling good? Do you need water? Blah, 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 like that. So when I went to do active labor and like the contractions were really getting strong, hey, I've been hearing about epidural, but I was like, after all, I did it myself the first time, so why would I bother about epidural? But you guys, this time around, like when the contractions were kicking in, and I knew that I had the option of using an epidural, girl, why not? I called them, please call the anesthesiologist, I'm going to call them, please come and give me the epidural. I cannot come and kill myself, I cannot come and die. So they came, they gave me the epidural, and the pain subsided. The epidural did not kick in immediately, so I was still feeling some sort of pain. And even when it did kick in, I was still feeling pain because, like, come on, it wasn't like, it depends on the quantity that they give to you and stuff like that. Mine, I didn't want like a large quantity. I just wanted like something to just reduce the pain and everything. So it's not like I wasn't feeling any pain. I was feeling the pain. So if you have an opportunity to do an epidural, please take it, because you cannot come and kill yourself. You know, having vaginal birth is super painful, super like, you know, I don't even know how to explain the pain. So I took the epidural, and then the pain subsided, and I was just waiting for it to be time to push. I was there. They tell me, oh yeah, 6 centimeter. You come back 7 centimeter. When on earth am I going to get to this 8 or 9 centimeter that I need to at least know that, okay, I'm about to push in some few minutes or hours? So we were there, my husband and I were there, we were singing, we were praying. Jason was also there as well. We're all together in the room, because I mean, I don't have any other person here. It's just my husband. So we're doing everything together. I was just saying, I miss my mom, I miss my mother-in-law. If they were here, they'll be massaging my leg, my hand, they'll be praying, this and that. But anyway, God helped us and all that. And so finally, when it was time to push, my sisters, I remember when I wanted to push in Nigeria, oh my goodness, when it was time to push, like my water broke and all the old whatever, and like it was now time to go into the labor room, and then because they moved me from the hospital bed when it was time to push to the labor room. And so when I went into the labor room, first things first, the woman that took my delivery in the labor room, you guys, she was sitting down. Like, she was actually sitting down. She told me, get on the whatever, get on that platform, open your legs wide. Like, so much attitude, Jesus Christ. Like, if not for the pain I was feeling, you guys, I would have walked out of that labor room. But at that point, I didn't have a choice. All I wanted was to push and just see my baby, that's all. But you guys, the attitude was so much, like, I can't even lie. So she was sitting down. She told me that she too, she's pregnant, and that she can't really stress herself. I noticed that she had been giving me attitude all through when I was like in labor and everything like that, and I was wondering why. I think she was praying that when I go into like time to push, her shift will have ended and she would have gone home, so that somebody else would be the one to do it. But I guess God wanted her to be the one, but the attitude was too much. My sisters and my brothers, like, she was giving me so much attitude that I wanted to cry, but there was nothing I could do. She said, open your legs, do this, do that, and then I pushed. She said, push very well now, this, that. As in the way she was even saying it, like, I wasn't, because this is my first time, like, that was my first time. I didn't know what to do. So the way she was talking to me, I just thank God that at least I pushed, my baby came out. That one aside. Now, let me talk about my pushing experience here before I talk about after the pushing experience. So, back here abroad, when it was time to push, you guys, the doctor and another like nurse came, and they were like, are you ready to push? The pushing was in stages. They will tell me, breathe in, breathe out. Nothing like that in Nigeria. They didn't tell me breathe in, breathe out. Just push, just push. Like someone that does not know what is going on. This time around, they were telling me push. As the contractions are coming, that's when I push. So you don't just push endlessly and then you get tired. No. It was as the contractions were coming that I was pushing. So when the contractions are coming, they can see it on the machine. Not like in Nigeria that they were not even checking my contractions or anything like that. They can see it on the machine that, oh, another contraction is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? And the woman will count 1, 2, 3 over. My husband was just like, Jesus Christ, see this, see Oyibo people, see Oyibo. The woman was counting 1, 2, 3, go. And then I'll push, and then she'll say, calm down, relax, you're almost there. And then I'll relax again. When the next contraction comes, she'll tell me, go ahead again and do it. So it was like that, you guys. But in Nigeria, madam was just telling me, push, 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 push. Sometimes she even like hit my leg, like push. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys, I'm not joking. Like, that was my experience in Nigeria. I won't lie to you. If I was still in Nigeria, or maybe if I had to give birth in Nigeria, I probably would not have gone to the same hospital, or maybe I probably would have insisted that I don't want anybody like that woman again, because she treated me really badly. Okay, so after the pushing in stages and everything like that, I eventually had the baby. And then they called my husband, who was like, he went outside for a bit because of Jason, who was sleeping at the time, because it was in the morning. So they called him in, and then he cut the umbilical cord. We did the skin to skin and everything like that. In Nigeria, I didn't do anything like skin to skin. As soon as the baby came out, they took the baby away for like I think close to an hour. Or let me just be fair and say maybe like 30 to 40 minutes after delivery. I didn't see my child. My mother-in-law and my mom did not see the baby. They were standing outside. Women, for goodness sake. Here, they would have allowed like 3 people to come in with me, apart from my husband and Jason. They would have allowed like 3 people to come in with me, because that's the normal thing. But in Nigeria, they didn't even allow my mom to come in. They didn't allow my mother-in-law to come in. Like, I was alone in the labor room, which is no good. You need all the support. You need all the love. You need all the motivation. But they didn't allow that the first time. So this time around, like, it was super easy. It was super smooth. I enjoyed the delivery process. In fact, it was like, when I finished giving birth, I was like, wow, like, this is how to give birth. Like, this is the best way. You enjoy, because you have good memories. Not like someone is shouting at you, someone is telling you, push now, madam, push now, madam, you know, like that. They were encouraging me, they were motivating me. After the baby came out, they were like, yeah, give your baby skin to skin, give her a hug, this, that, do you want to take a picture? Everything like that. But in Nigeria, nothing like that. So like, that's why I now understand why people say they want to go give birth abroad. Not because of the fact that there are no good hospitals in Nigeria, but the fact that abroad, the doctors and the nurses, they actually have a high level of like care that they give to their patients, unlike in Nigeria, where everything is just attitude. And even when they give you the whole care and all that, it might just be eye service, you know. But here you can see the genuine concern in their face. Like, they are taught to actually treat their clients, or their patients rather, with care and like some sort of respect and everything like that. In Nigeria, it's not like that. It's like this. It's as if they are doing you a favor, as if you won't pay your hospital bills. That's how I was treated. I don't know about any other person. I'm talking based on my own experience, so you guys don't say I'm talking based on everybody else. You might have given birth in Nigeria and you don't have this same experience, but that was my own experience, and that's what I'm talking about. So, you guys, so after that, they took the baby and then went to clean up the baby and everything, put the baby on the scale and all of that stuff while they continued. So the first time I had tears. This time as well, I also had tears. But the experience with the tears at both how will I put it now? The first time and the second time, oh my Jesus, very different. Like, very, very, very different, you guys. The first time, the woman just told me, you have TL, so I'm going to sew you. I was like, first time now, I was like, okay, ma. Well, how is it going to be? I was breathless. I was literally just gasping for air, like, okay, when is this going to be over? She's like, I'm going to sew you, so prepare yourself and stuff. I was like, okay. And then she brought everything. She gave me the like local anesthesia and stuff. Brethren, the local anesthesia had not kicked in when madam had put the needle. So it was like she was sewing me when I could still feel the pain. You guys, you know how excruciatingly painful that is. She was sewing me while I could still feel the pain. But here abroad, it was nothing like that. Thanks to the epidural, I already had some sort of like numbness in that area. So when they were sewing me, they were like, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" They were, as in, when I could not feel the pain, but the way they were even talking to me, the way they were, feeling sorry for me. "You'll be fine, you'll be this." They were cleaning up when they finished sewing and everything like that. Nothing like that in Nigeria. Like, I didn't experience anything like that. Oh my god. When they finished sewing me, they moved me to, yes, moving me to my hospital room back. They put me on a wheelchair and gave me my baby, covered me and everything like that. In Nigeria, they had just finished sewing me. I walked down the hallway from the labor room, down the hallway to my hospital bed, to the room where I went to take my bath and everything. They didn't even clean me up or anything like that. Nothing like that. I was still like literally dripping blood, you guys, on the floor. So they just gave me something to like hold so that the blood wouldn't be on the floor. Like, the experience was not even, it was just nasty. That's, in comparison to what I had this time around, it was absolutely nasty. I just thank God for life. I thank God that my son is alive. I thank God that I'm alive. Because you guys, that experience, I do not pray it for anybody. So they cleaned me up and everything. They gave me good perineal care. They gave me like a bottle, told me what to do and everything. They gave me cold compress so that I don't feel the pain. I use it from time to time so that the pain is relieved. They were giving me like what they call it, pain relief, every like hour to every like maybe 2 hours or whatever, to like subside the pain and everything like that. They were coming to check on the baby temperature, coming to check on this and that. In Nigeria, the only thing they were coming to check again was my blood pressure. That's all. Here they were checking my blood pressure, they were checking the baby's temperature, they were checking everything. After that, they were not really checking my son. They were not checking anything. But here they were checking her blood, her temperature. They gave her some like vaccines or whatever, like some injections at birth and all of that. The experience here was just way better. My OBGYN was so understanding. Everything I was telling her, she understood me. I was not meeting a different doctor every single time. Like, my records were everywhere, so if I go to any place, I could have gotten like my records like in the snap. There was no whatever. Emergency response was really good. When I was pregnant, I had to go to the emergency ward once, I think sometime in March thereabout. I felt really ill or something, and so they were like, okay, they should check on the baby and see if the fetus was still there, and to check like if they check the heartbeat and all of that stuff. Thankfully, everything was fine. Like, everything was just great, you guys. If it was in Nigeria and I felt sick and all of that, they probably would not even come to pick me up with an, where is the emergency whatever to even come and pick you up. So like, the experiences were just so different. After giving birth, coming back home, the nurse came to the house to check on the baby after like a couple of days, to check her weight, to check like her crib, to see that everything is in good condition, to see that she's sleeping in a good place, to ask, how often I breastfeed her and all of that stuff. In Nigeria, they just tell you, okay, oh, bye bye. Before you leave the hospital, you buy malt and you buy cabin biscuit or something like that for the nurses and everything, to say thank you. When I was leaving the hospital, I was wondering, should I buy something for these people? But I was like, I don't think they even need anything from me. But so, you guys, like, so many stuff that I would have loved to say, but I don't want to make this video excessively long. But the experiences were definitely very different, and I'm just grateful for the fact that, I could actually give birth here. And if you have like the means, if you have the whatever, come give birth to your child abroad. Like, it's way better. In Nigeria, the rate of maternal deaths is like really high, and sometimes it's not really because of the fact that they don't know what they are doing, but it's just because of the way they treat people. People are stressed out already, and then you just treat them anyhow, talk to them anyhow, handle patients as if they don't have God and they don't have people, as if you are doing them a favor. At the end of the day, they are still going to make you pay and everything like that. So this was a whole new experience for me, and I totally enjoyed myself, and I just thought I'd share with you guys. since you guys requested for a video and a blog post, I'll try as much as possible to write about this stuff on the blog as well. So by the time this video is up on my YouTube channel, I should have written a blog post about it as well, hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like my t-shirt, yeah, I was going to talk about this. This is my Black Girl Magic t-shirt from my merch collection that I released sometime in July, so you can definitely check it out. I'm going to put the link down below so you can buy it if you like. We deliver to Nigeria, to US, the UK and Canada, so you can definitely buy it. It goes for very cheap. You see the prices there depending on where you are. So yeah, that's basically it. You guys, I want you to suggest videos that you want to see on my channel. You guys asked for this video and I have done it, so definitely recommend more videos for me to post on my channel, and then I'll be filming them for you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you all. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.